You want to call the police on them for having a barbecue on a Sunday.
I feel free! Back off!
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
White people are the bad mother. You. Bring them on, bitches. Get the out of here. Get the out of my face. Damn, I was convinced it. Evil witch.
I need somebody ASAP.
I'm a mother. White man. Hello.
Okay.
Come on up, brother. Come on me, mother. Check it out. Do that. Big swastika right in my mother arm. I'm a mother man, bitch.
Get out of my face.
You.
I'm not in.
Somebody need to get Kyle Rittenhouse's daddy. All right, this is not Kyle Rittenhouse's daddy, but this was at a Best Buy, all right? And here's what I find interesting. Obviously, racist, bigoted, homophobic, aggressive, threatening, all of that, right? We don't know all of the details of the why, but let me speculate for a minute. Let me speculate. A lot of people on the Christian conservative side of the Republican movement, which is basically one and the same now, they have decided to come against Best Buy. I mean, you should see the commentary on social media and some of the protests. Why are they coming against Best Buy? Here's why. Best Buy is offering counseling over Kyle Rittenhouse's acquittal. Companies are now facing boycotts from customers. Mark Irvin of Best Buy, that's the chief inclusion, diversity, and talent officer, sent out a memo to those whose mental health and emotional well-being may be suffering. That to me is a progressive company that cares about their employees. That's it. You don't have to agree with what Best Buy is doing for their employees. Best Buy is trying to make sure that they have a good and solid workplace. That's great, that's good for morale. But because they had the audacity to be sensitive to the emotional concerns and needs of their own staff, which by the way gives you a better work product, a more engaged employee, and higher morale, it works good for everybody. They're now upset at the management of Best Buy. Ms. Dahl, what are your thoughts here?
I thought he actually needed some mental health intervention when I saw that. He does not look well, and it takes a special kind of awful man to be as aggressive to that woman as he was. And in terms of Best Buy, these companies, when they do things like this, they do it for a business reason.
That's right.
Essentially, they must have had issues among their employees, and they knew this was the best way to address it. So good for them. And so that's why I don't really understand a lot of these boycotts. They kind of come across as if these companies are being forced to do this or whatever. At the end of the day, they do it because it makes good sense for their company.
Yeah, and it is amazing to me that the crew that usually would say, businesses should have all of these rights and they should make these decisions, and corporations are people. Until there's a disagreement, they see something they don't like, all of a sudden, no, they should not have these rights. They should not be able to do this.